Okay, so we're now going to prepare the rice for the sushi. Okay, so it's the same recipe every time. You can halve this recipe if it's not so busy. This is the standard recipe. If you're going to do double up, you're better to do 2 trays. If you're going to do a smaller one, half as much, you can do a smaller tray. So we've got these red bowls. We've got these in all the branches. This is our measuring tool that we'll use for this. We're going to take a level bowl of rice, and we're going to use 2 of them for this portion. To that, we don't need to wash it. We're going to add 3 bowls, full bowls of water. So if you didn't have this bowl, you're looking at about, each bowl is about 500 grams of rice, so that will be 1 kilogram of rice to about 2 litres of water. Okay, once we've done that, level it out. Like I said, we do not need to wash this. We're going to cover it in cling film to keep that moisture in. Stop the top surface of the rice drying out in the steamer, which is why we put the cling film. 2 layers. And then that's going to go into the steamer for 1 hour. After 1 hour, we're going to bring it out and then we're going to dress and season the rice. Okay, so now we're going to make the sushi dressing for the sushi rice. We have all the ingredients laid out here. We have the sushi vinegar. And for this we've got a total of 4 litres. They come in different sized bottles. This is the one we're getting at the moment. If it is this bottle, it works out as 12 bottles, but it's 4 litres. Okay? We're going to add 900 grams of sugar, and we've got 130 grams of salt. So we're going to add our sugar to our bowl. We're then going to add our salt. To that, we're going to add our vinegar. Lastly, we're going to add 400 millilitres of the wine. The wine that we're using for this is the tequila. It's a dry wine. It just works right with this sushi rice. In with that. We're going to give it a whisk. Make sure that all that sugar and everything is dissolved into the vinegar. The next stage for this is we will take it across to the woks. You can ask the chef to do this, or you can go and use it yourself on the wok. And we're going to bring it up to a rolling boil. It's important to bring it to a rolling boil to burn off the alcohol of the wine. The wine will boil at a lower temperature than the rest of it, and that will evaporate all the alcohol off. Once we've boiled it, we'll leave it to cool, and then we'll use it for the sushi dressing for the actual rice that we'll come back to and see later. Okay, so the sushi rice that we weighed out and added the water to earlier has been steaming now for an hour. We've now taken it out of the steamer and we're trying to unveil how we're getting on with it. Okay, so cling film off. So we're checking the rice, we're making sure it's cooked properly. We can see that the top is not dried out and that rice is nice and fluffy. Okay, perfect rice there. Now, the next stage from this is the seasoning mix that we made earlier. That has now been boiled, and it's sat here ready to go. For this measurement, which is 2 bowls of rice to 3 bowls of water, we're going to use 200 ml of this. Now, there's 2 ways you can do that. You can take your time and measure it all in a jug and all the rest of it, or, coincidentally, the Chinese buffet chicken and sweet corn soup bowl is exactly 200 ml. So, the easiest way to do is to take this bowl and pour straight onto the rice, but I'll prove my point. It is 200 ml. Okay, so we're going to take our seasoning mix and we're just going to drizzle that all over our rice. One amount. not too much. We don't want to overpower that rice. If we put too much of this on, the rice becomes overpowered. We don't taste any other flavours in a sushi. Sushi is about balance and balance of flavours. Don't over season your rice. 200 ml, 2 bowls of rice, 3 bowls of water. When we're going to put it in, we're not going to smash it. We're going to cut the seasoning through the rice. Don't worry if it looks a bit wet, because that's the idea. The seasoning will soak into the rice and make it even more moist and pliable. I'm just going to cut it all in. Be gentle with that rice, we don't want to smash it. Show respect to the rice. We're not doing Michelin star sushi, but we should still follow the same principles. Cut it all in until it's thoroughly mixed. Good. Now, next stage is we want to go back on with the cling film and we want to cook that through. Not cook it through, just let it soak through and cool down. Do not cover completely the cling film. I'm going to leave a gap like that to allow the steam to escape. Yeah? Otherwise it's dangerous, the rice shouldn't be left like that. We're going to let this cool down to around about the perfect temperature for sushi, which is 37 degrees. How do I know it's 37 degrees? My body temperature is 37 degrees. When it doesn't feel hot to the touch anymore and just a little bit warm to it, that's perfect to go. Too hot, it'll ruin your nori. Too cold, it won't roll properly. We're going to leave that to cool. Take approximately an hour or so to cool down now, and then we'll come back later and we'll go ahead and roll some sushi with it.